show, Kentucky Wildcats goes down to Oklahoma and gets the W. Whew. Guys, I just need a second. I just need
W's,
a second.
W's.
I just I'm sitting there and I'm screaming at the TV. I'm running through the house. I'm shaking my head, and I guess I should have asked first of all. I got Jimmy in the house with me, my big time recruiter and the producer, 21 Crump. They on the show tonight doing the post game show. Before I get started, let me just put out a little disclaimer. I should have did this at first, so my apologies for that. Don't forget, guys, that on don't forget that starting March the 1st, no more lives or videos on Facebook. So please plan accordingly. If you haven't already came over to YouTube, please do so. I would love to have you guys join me here on YouTube. But on March the 1st, it will be no more videos or anything on Facebook. So now we got that out of the way. Guys, what's going on?
Hey, them, a barn done got burnt down in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, the wagon wheels done fell off. Woo! Otega, man, I tell you what, he played hero ball, but he played hero ball well. I'll say that.
Hey, with 28 points, and yes, he burned everything down. He went back to Oklahoma and said, "Hey, I know that I played here, but it doesn't mean that I can't come back here and score points on you."
Yeah. It did, Ryan. Something happened with Garrison that didn't game. Looked like a fight almost broke out. It did almost break out. But the older-minded Williams stepped in and pulled him and says, "Won't be no technical fouls today on us. We're walking out of here with a W," and that is exactly what we did today. Kentucky went and got the win. What was it? 80? What 80? What was
83, 83, 82.
83-82 in a nail biter. We get the whole diaper dandy because I didn't know we was gonna win that game or not. 21.
Yeah. It was up and down, man. As up and down as it could get. Lamont Butler came back, and the previous time that he came back from injury, he didn't have too big of a game,
Yeah.
But he ended up fouling out of this one. I don't know if he fouled out in that other game too.
Yeah.
That's something I might look up a little later on.
Yeah, I don't know if he did either. Yeah.
You know what? When Butler fouled out of the game tonight, first of all, how did you guys think? Let me ask you guys this question because I know Otega took it. I know Otega's going to be the MVP. But how did you guys feel about Robinson and Butler coming back tonight, Jimmy?
Well, I mean, Butler and Robinson, they combined score 14 points, 7 apiece.
Okay.
I believe they played good. They haven't been in a game for, it's been 3 or 4 games that both of them's been on the court. I believe they play good, and they contribute to, easy baskets on a couple of the times. So, yeah, I think they did good. It's just getting them in the game, and they just, contribute here, get ready for the next game.
I think so, too. I mean, those guys look good. And you know what? It's funny about Butler. Like, I didn't even know. I didn't know that because when he got his last foul, I said, okay, well, Butler got what 2 fouls right now, or 3 fouls, so he's good. And they said Butler fouled out. I'm like, fouled out?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that he even had more than 2 fouls. So that was a very, very big game tonight. Hey, guys, don't forget, if this is your first time watching, please let me know here in the comments so we can give you your special shout out. And my big guy, 21 Crump over on Kentucky Live, he uses that same comment. So 21, my apologies if I was biting off you, but I like to give people shout outs too because this is one big happy family, and this right here is this. So if you're here for the first time, let me know so I can give you a shout out. Also, I want to throw something up on Bleed Blue right fast. I love the State Street Survival merch. Hey, I got some sweatshirts. I got some shirts with State Street Survival on it right there. You can go to my website and you can check that out and everything. Actually, I need to get me some as well too. I got to go to State Street. But anyway, let's get back to this ball game, guys. Jimmy, what kind of numbers did we look at tonight?
Our numbers, we ended up shooting 75%.
From the floor?
Well, no, that's field goals.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, and we ended up, I think, field goals, it was 50%, and they shot actually 52%.
Okay.
3-point field goals, I think they was right at 40%. We was 30%.
Yeah.
But the free throws, we was 18 of 24. They was 12 of 17.
Yeah.
But overall, the field goal percentage, we played a pretty good game,
No,
and it just took a lot of our tenacity to actually come out and win this game.
absolutely. I agree with you 100% too as well. Let me take this right here off the screen right here. We don't need this right here anymore. Um, I agree with you 100%, man. Look, if it wasn't for look, you can there you go. He's been waiting to bring it out, baby. Let me hold on, dog.
Oh no!
He brought out the hat tonight. It looks good.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Otega
Ow,
simply.
done cut my finger.
It's
Hey,
hot, dog. There
yeah,
you go.
I,
Hey, what color do you got? Is that blue or black?
It's black.
Ah, you do. I got this.
It's
Look,
got blue stitching.
I got you. That's nice though. I like that
Yeah.
merch. Probably can't beat Auburn, but I'm going to be screaming for this team. Love these cats, Virgil. I agree with you so much, man. Look, we can sit here. We can talk about maybe how the game just kind of maybe got away with us from a little bit, and maybe we thought we was going to end up collapsing like we did at Texas. But I mean, I just think we're all here right now. I think we're all here just to celebrate. We're here to celebrate this victory. Our cats didn't quit. They let the lead go. They got down by I think it was what was it 7 or 8 points or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
They got down by like 8 points and they didn't quit, man. They didn't quit. They realized that hey, all we gotta do is stay in this ball game. Even after Butler fouled out, Otega says, this ain't going down today, baby. Hey, in the famous words of Jerry Maguire, show me the money, and that's
show
exactly.
me the money.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's exactly what Oklahoma should have did with Ortega. It showed him the money, and I take him all day long. Absolutely. Go ahead.
How about that shot, man?
Yeah.
Otega shot it like
Yeah.
this, like
Yeah.
like
It was an unreal shot. Yeah.
man. And I'll tell you what, there's a couple times, man. So of course, when the game goes our way, it's blue magic, you
Yeah.
know. But it just seems like when it's not blue magic, the other team always has some kind of magic working in
Absolutely.
their favor. And I've seen that happen twice. A guy who shot 26% from the three all year hit a
Yeah.
major three on us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't hit the next one that he shot, but he ended up missing it.
And-
But earlier in the game,
Well,
one of the craziest shots I've ever seen, I can't remember the player, but he was falling out of bounds and he was trying to pass the ball. And as he was falling out of bounds, he readjusted and threw the ball up and it went in. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
I think that was Fears, or was that Moore? I think one of them two guys who actually shot that
I believe
basketball.
it. I believe it was Moore
Yeah.
that made that shot. See, they was 10 for 25 from the three. We was 7 for 23.
Yeah. Oof, man, and it took everything we had tonight.
Yes.
Like these are the kind of wins that
This is the type of win, or we won this game, but this is the type of wins you need. And the loss of this game would have been a loss, maybe by 1 point. We'd been so down right now. But right now, with this win, I mean, it's extraordinary what these players can do on the court and making sure they take care of everything towards the end of the game. And we was in foul trouble, but we won this game fair and square.
yeah, we did, bro. And at the end of the ball game, that was it was like we just kind of refused to lose. And if our defense, if we've ever needed our defense to step up, it was there at that last shot. Because I mean that guy Fears he was committed to trying to win the game for those guys as a freshman. He wanted to win that game, and then so bad. But our guys stepped up tonight, and it was just Amari got in foul trouble early. But hey, guys, what about Garrison?
I know. I was wondering when he was going to say that. What about them blocks he had?
Man, dude, it was
Yeah.
good. So
And then he blocked that one shot, went down. All of a sudden, he gets the ball, lays it up and in, and gets a foul. I mean, yeah, he played an extraordinary game.
he did tonight. What was his numbers, Jimmy? What did
Uh,
what
uh,
did Garrison?
Garrison had 12 points. He was the only other player besides Owe that was in double figures.
Ooh,
Owe had 28. Garrison had 12. He was 5 for 8 for field goal percentage, and he was 2 for 3 on the 3-point percentage. But he did miss one free throw, so I can't blame him for that.
yeah,
What he had was 12 points, 5 for 8, 2 for 3. He did not foul out. He didn't have any turnovers. So yeah, he
Hey,
played a
Jimmy.
great game.
and he hit 2 threes.
Yeah, he was 2 for 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he hit 2 threes tonight. I mean, I agree with Mike Dow. He mentioned something a couple of seconds ago. I think Garrison enjoys taunting people after big plays.
He does.
He does.
He had one earlier this year. I forget who,
Yeah.
but he was not even taunting
Yeah.
any of the players, but he did get a technical.
Yeah,
so
got a tech,
yeah,
man. I did a video. I posted a video earlier today, 21, and one thing that I needed to see was I don't know Garrison. He didn't have 10 rebounds, did he? I know he had 12 points. How many rebounds did Garrison have again? 4 rebounds. See, I'm still waiting on him. I'm still
4
waiting on-
rebounds.
I'm still waiting on him to have that double-digit rebounds. But I said, can Garrison have a big ball game tonight? Not knowing that Williams was going to get in foul trouble, like he did, and Garrison had to come in. And I don't think we really missed a whole lot after that. I mean, just like you just said, Williams didn't even get double figures tonight. So which I just assumed. He's been getting double figures, for the last 6 games now. I figured he would get it, but when you're in foul trouble, you just can't get it. I'm 21. What about Coach Pope's coaching tonight? Called timeout, got some stuff together. We came in. What do you feel about how he coached the game tonight?
I felt like he got tested tonight. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We turned the ball over 13 times and we only had 15 assists.
Okay.
I felt like free throw shooting was, it was okay. We shot 18 of 24.
Yep.
You know me, I'm only gonna like it if it's like 24-24. Like if we hit 100%, that's the only time I'm gonna like it. But I will say one thing about Coach Pope's coaching stood out to me tonight. I saw him on TV say a call was BS.
Okay.
I saw him say that to a
Really?
ref.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And then it was when Lamont fouled out, actually.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that there was a specific play that he drew up out of a timeout.
Yeah.
And it got Owe wide open underneath the rim. 3 Oklahoma players were all up at the top of the key, and Owe was just sitting down there, down below, bottom of the basket, right when we needed a really big bucket, and we got it, man. I feel very happy that Coach Pope responds to adversity.
I want to. You guys both love UK, and you guys listening tonight. When you think about the type of game that Otega had tonight, and just how he had to take over the game, because if I'm correct, and somebody can correct me, I think he hit the last of our 20. He hit 21 out of our 23 baskets to close the game. When is the last time you've seen somebody for Kentucky be this dominant and close the game out, and we needed it to win the ball game? Anybody want to answer that question? When was the last time you've seen somebody that wore a Kentucky uniform that had to go on a run like this just for us to win the ball game? I don't believe
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
So Madison Square Garden, Champions Classic, Malik Monk against North Carolina. He was hitting everything at the end of that game.
That actually came to mind. Yeah, that actually came to mind. Yep. Man, Malik, maybe that was the last one. The car talking to the PT Turner. Goodness. I'm not sure what that means, C. Wiggs. My apologies for that. I was going to try to read it. We got 118 people here in the chat right now. If you haven't already, please smash that thumbs up button. It really, you know what, 21, you do it better than anybody I know. Go ahead and throw that line out for us, bro.
Hey, man, look. Wash your hands. Wipe your feet off.
Yeah.
Show some respect and hit that like button.
That's what we-
got a
There
dub.
you go. Hit
what-
that like button.
That's what we do over here. Thanks, Tyrese Maxey versus. Ooh, that is right.
Yeah, Tyrese
Ooh,
Maxey
ooh,
went.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he was hitting court. He was hitting shots like about 10 feet past the behind the 3-point line. He was just throwing up shots and he was hitting. Ooh, I remember that. Okay, Rex Chapman, Givens, of course.
Oh well, yeah, Givens, Chapman back in the days. They had runs where they would just go off for 15, 18 straight points.
Yeah.
Even Tayshaun Prince against North Carolina when he hit 5 threes straight in a row, and that was in the first half. But that basically put North Carolina away.
Shut him down. Tayshaun Prince, he did well. His wasn't winning. I mean, his wasn't needed to win the ball game. I don't think.
Yeah. He just hit it to where, it made it a hard way for North Carolina to win that game.
Okay. Jody Meeks at Tennessee.
He had 52 points?
He had a whole lot of points. I'll say that. This right here was just Eric Harrison pretty much the whole 2014. Peanut, you get the star comment of the night. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm actually going to star that comment. I wish I could actually I gotta throw it up though. I think I did throw it up. Pretty much the whole 2014 tournament. Yeah. So I appreciate that. I mean, this is gonna be one of them games where we look back and we says, what a ball game. Because let's be real. And Jimmy, you mentioned it. We was on the verge of losing that ball game. We
was right there.
We was right there,
and
man.
The thing is, we had the game won against Texas. And we was on the verge in this game to maybe go into that same mode that we had against Texas. This time, they squashed that. Otega took over. Mark Pope had some answers. That's goal. And we know we won this game fair and square. Moore and them was running off the court and they was, mouthing and talking about something might have happened. Well, we won this game.
Absolutely, man. And, I agree with C. Wiggs. It looks like Robinson's hand isn't 100% yet. I mean, I kind of knew it wasn't 100%. I don't know about you guys, but what was you guys' reaction when you guys saw that those guys was actually going to play in the ball game tonight? Was you happy with that? Did you disagree with it? Do you think it's too soon? Because 21. I mean, when I heard the news, I had mixed emotions about it.
I did as well. Look, BC done talk my head off about just leave them out for the SEC tournament. So I started to believe in that, and I'll say I kind of expected what happened tonight. I mean, I didn't expect Lamont Butler to foul out, but I just thought that they weren't going to play too much. That's really where I was going with that.
Well, I mean, Butler played deep into the second half until he fouled out. Yeah. So. This is one of those games that I'm. Look, I don't know about any of you guys, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, because I've been wrong about a whole lot of things, guys. But I know one thing: I'm sleeping good tonight.
Oh yeah,
I'm sleeping good tonight because this is a win, and I might not get my steps tomorrow because I might just sleep in for real. We had to. Let's see. Vaughn 6 says we have to make easy layups and make shots at the stripe going forward. Is that right? Going down the stretch along with rebounding better. At this, I agree with you. Look, here's the thing that makes me most excited about the way we won the ball game tonight is because this is how it could be in the SEC tournament. This is how it may be an SEC tournament, and this is how it could and possibly be in March Madness. Can you go on a run Can you get hit in the face, and then can you bounce back? We failed the test against Texas, but we came and we answered the call. And people might say, well, this is a luck game. People can say we should have lost the ball game.
That-
For me, I look at it as being it's not a blowout. We wanted to see what we can do when our backs is up against the wall. Of course, we've already proven that this year several times. But in a situation where we just lost to Texas when we had the lead, and then we gave it up, and we didn't have what it takes to come back and win the ball game, we gave up the lead tonight in the same fashion. But we kept with it, and we was able, without Butler, without Jax, down the stretch, and we found a way collectively without those guys, which gives me hope that Kentucky can do that they should be okay come tournament time.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still a hostile environment, but Blue got in tonight.
Go big. My fact.
Yeah. That was in the first half.
Yeah.
When you hear the big blue chants.
Yeah.
And but I will say, that's about what it's going to be like tournament time. Actually, I'm willing to bet there will be more Kentucky fans in there than any other ones during tournament time. That's usually what we expect, of course.
Absolutely.
Every game's a road game. I mean, every game's a home game. But but still, like you said, Mike, we got punched in the mouth. Yeah. We went down in the game by 8, like you said, and that was an 8-0 run.
Yes.
And we came together and we said, look, man, we got to figure out how to win this ball game. And, we're going to put this eye aside and we're going to play as a team. One team, one fight, and they toughed it out, man. I'm super proud of the Cats. I tell you what, my whole neighborhood ain't proud that the Cats won tonight because I done woke everybody up.
You don't woke you don't woke the cows up and everything.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
Tim Elliott says we were there. Tim, was you are you in Oklahoma at the ball game? If so, I mean, what was the crowd like? I mean, for UK, of course, you're going to hear Go Big Blue over the TV. I just want to know how you felt being in the stands with everybody, and what was it like going, chanting Go Big Blue. And also, since most of you guys wasn't at the ball game, we can get our own Go Big Blue right here in the comments if you wanted to. Absolutely. So let me see if I can get some Big Blues, Go BBNs out of you guys as well too. But Tim, I'm just curious, and I wish I can take your phone call tonight. Unfortunately, the way my system is set up, I can't take phone calls unless I'm by myself. So, but I would love to hear what the environment was like for Kentucky fans there. I know one thing: I would have probably stormed the court. I'd have been the only one out there. I'd have been the only one out there storming the court if that was the case. SEC basketball tonight. Arkansas won tonight. Auburn just killed. They beat Ole Miss by 40. I think it was. Vandy won 86-84. And your Kentucky Wildcats got a win too. I bet. So now that we got this Oklahoma game out of the way, guys, thank you guys for Go Big Blues. I see it all coming through. Kelly.
Bring it on. Keep that going on. Keep that Absolutely. Go Big Blue going on.
Absolutely. Kelly, Joe Helton. I don't know if I've ever saw you before. Have you guys heard that name called in here before?
I have not.
Okay, so Kelly, if this is your first time watching the show, and my apologies if you've been following for a while, your name doesn't ring the bell. But if this is your first time, Kelly, thank you so much for joining the show. It means a lot to me as well, too. Okay, thank you so much. I noticed that, and I just want to make sure that I pointed that out too as well. Well, guys, now that we have beat Oklahoma, the daunting task of playing Auburn is up on us. And UK baseball won today too. I think I think they won 8-2, 8-1,
8-2. I think, or
over
I think it was 8-2.
Over Morehead State. Absolutely. So now that we got the Oklahoma game out of the way, and now that we've seen this performance by Otega, one that we will be talking about from years to come down the road. Now that we was able, so now just so you guys know, Kentucky is 3-0 against Oklahoma all time. They played in 45. Was it 45 or 57? 86 and 87, and now. I see you, Peanut. And also, so we're 3-0. Moving past this because now this is a game that we want to play. We really want to play. We said, can we get past this Oklahoma game with a W? What are we doing Saturday, guys? Briefly.
Saturday,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll be doing.
What?
I'll be at that Auburn game.
Oh, you going? That's right.
Yeah, I'll be at
Yeah.
that Auburn game eating that soft serve,
Yeah.
talking trash to Bruce Pearl directly, aimed at him,
Yeah.
and letting him know that he's about to catch this L. Because I really think Auburn's going to come into that game because they don't really got anything to prove now.
Yeah.
It's really Auburn's game to lose, and we have shown that we can play with the best competition. It's going to be a great game. I really do. I really do think it's going to be a great game.
Oh,
Now look, everyone knows if you superstitious and you follow this show, you know I don't. I stopped. I stopped saying a specific phrase because when I said that phrase, we were 0-2. So I just think it's going to be a good game. How about that?
Jimmy, what's your thoughts on the ball game? I'm leading up to go to play Auburn.
I'm just glad that Auburn won by a landslide tonight.
So maybe
and this is going to be maybe that game that is a game that they miss out on. Kentucky is going to be ready at home.
Yeah.
This game Kentucky is looked at. I know maybe they overlooked a couple other games. This game I don't think they're going to overlook. I think they're going to want to put hooves to the ground and say, let's beat the number one team in the nation, and say, this is why game day should have been at Kentucky and not, somewhere else.
Wow. This is the big, even though Auburn has nothing to lose, they're still going to be probably most likely number one seed in the SEC tournament. They're still going to be probably the number one seed in the NCAA tournament as well too. I look for that to happen. Is it more pressure on Kentucky or is it more pressure on Auburn to win this ball game on Saturday?
Auburn for sure.
Yes,
they're the number one team. They're the number one team, and the big narrative about Kentucky is that they're not really that good. That's what the narrative is. And so, like, if you're the number one team and you coming in and you're supposed to beat this team, I think it's in our favor. I do.
I think so too.
Even at home, I think it's in our favor.
Thank you, Trucks CB Sales. Thank you so much, man. You always donate to the channel. I appreciate that more than you know. I really, really appreciate it. And like my heart just says thanks for that. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Man, dude, I'm just like, well, is it so UK won tonight, right?
Yeah.
How are we setting for the SEC tournament? If we can win, since we won tonight, if we beat Auburn, of course we're not. I don't see us getting a double bye because we have to win out, and a lot of things have to happen for Kentucky to get a double bye. But if we win Saturday against Auburn, are we looking at a possibility that we can maybe win out and maybe go up to maybe a 5 or a 6 seed? Or do you see us pretty much hovering around the 8 and 9 section for the SEC tournament? Jimmy.
Well, I still think we'll probably gonna be at 8, or a 7. We got a lot of basketball going on between now and Saturday. But we are right there. As if I'm looking at it, we'd be a 7 seed right now.
Okay. Because right now the only well, of course Tennessee got more. Tennessee has more conference wins than we do, and Ole Miss I think has more conference wins, and they hold the tiebreaker for us. So I think so. I mean, like if we're right now, right now we're gonna be playing on a Thursday, right? It's a Thursday. We're gonna be playing on a Thursday. We just trying to make sure that we don't have to play on a Wednesday.
Yeah, we don't play on a Wednesday. But right now, the way I'm looking at it right now, we are a 7 seed.
Okay. Is that a single bye?
Yeah,
No.
we
Okay,
we
yeah,
would we would not play a game until Thursday.
yeah. David Enix, we gonna get a single bye, okay? Just because you said that, big guy,
Yeah.
we gonna get a single bye that day. Oh, you done, hey, David, you done got me pumped up now.
That's
Come on,
right.
Kentucky, we need to get this. We need to get this single bye for sure. But it feels odd being Kentucky and hoping and praying for a single bye. We're Kentucky. We're supposed to be already secured, ready to go get a double bye. It just feels odd with this new Kentucky thing. So I hope Coach Pope knows what it means to get these guys back to being consistent double byes going into the SEC tournament. That's what I want to see.
That's right, man. I like that you said that though. It's so
Yeah.
weird that we're in this position where we're hoping for a double or a single or just a buy in general, and I had to learn how all this stuff worked because seriously, like you just expect Kentucky to just win it.
Yeah.
And, hey, numbers don't lie, baby.
That's right. I mean, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know what? That's a good point. Big Blue 66 brought up Ansley played in the first half, but that was it. He didn't play in the second half at all, I don't think. I look at this look, people was talking about when we played who did we play last? We played who did we play last? It wasn't Vandy. Who did we play last? Who was the last game? Alabama. People was talking. Yeah. People was talking about a few people talking about. Hey man, I hate how we have a run going, and then Coach Pope changed the lineup. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe he just wasn't contributing enough, and maybe Coach Pope said, "Look, this is not your night, big guy. We got other guys who's gonna go out there and give us a little bit more than you tonight." But yeah, that is right. I don't think I seen him any in the second half whatsoever. So that's interesting. I don't think he got hurt. He just wasn't in the ball game. He just wasn't in the ball game, which was kind of rare.
He only had 4 minutes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna chop it up to his hand is hurt too. Okay.
It must be he was 0 for 1, 0 for 1, and 0 for 0. But he had 4 minutes. That was it.
Okay, so I didn't notice this, but Peanut said that he had a brace on his knee even at Alabama. So maybe he had a brace on his knee tonight too, and maybe that he said Clint Smith said he can't guard. Well, I mean, I mean, if you think about it, a lot of our guys are having little issues guarding. So I think at this particular point in the season, maybe we're kind of past that, and we're just trying to do what we can to hold out to win ball games, which is not good. That's not really an acceptable answer per se. But let's be honest. I mean, we've been having defensive problems all year long. Clint Smith, neither can Perry. I mean. Look, Perry, these guys, they do just enough, man. And, if we lost tonight, we would have all kind of issues of what happened tonight. But on a night when you can win and you went on the road in the SEC, you kind of take a moment to put all the bad stuff. You don't ignore it. You don't act like it doesn't exist. But on a night when you can get a big road win in the SEC on the road by winning by 1 point, and you come up with a big defensive stop at the end of the game so you can win the ball game, I think you kind of put all the negative to the side, even if it's just for one night. Tomorrow we can get back and talk about how bad the defense was and how people can't guard. But tonight it's just a big family celebration of Kentucky winning the ball game, and I think that's what we all can get on board with and just say, good job, Cats. We won the game tonight. It wasn't pretty. We could have collapsed. We could have quit. We got down. We fouled out. We was in foul trouble. But our Cats just stuck with it, and we came out with a W. So for me, I gotta keep my my glass half full on this one, and just be positive and just hope we can talk about how bad it was tomorrow. Talk about how positive it was before you go to sleep so you can smile tonight. And then tomorrow morning when you wake up and you had a good night's sleep, then you could talk about we need to fix some things. Ain't that right, 21?
Yeah, it's right. Winning cures everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, just be on that cure tonight, and then tomorrow you can be as sick as you want.
Yeah, for real. You could definitely be as sick as you can. But, overall, this is just a win that that the Cats needed. And since we got this win tonight, guys it's a long flight. Well, so it's a decent flight home, I should say. It was a late ball game. The guys are just I know Otega's tired. He might see his boo while he's down there as well too. So, but overall, it's just he might see his boo. But overall, it's just a good win tonight. And I can be negative tomorrow. I can be upset. We need to do better on defense. But at the end of the day, man, our guys did this much more than Oklahoma, and we got the win. And that's something to be happy about for sure. Perry will come around on defense. His old makes up for. He had a big three tonight when we needed it. Yeah. These guys, they went on a run, and Perry got the ball, and Perry knocked down a very crucial three. And I know I think it was in the first half, I think. But still, these guys was making a run, and he hit a three, and that gave us some more cushion. So every little thing matters. If you get an extra rebound, if you can hit a three, if you can, if you can hit your free throws, all of this matters as well. I guess I don't have to ask who the MVP is tonight. That would be a historically dumb question.
The way I look at it is this was Otega Oweh's Louisville game, like how Lamont Butler had that game. This game meant something extra special to Otega Oweh, and I'm glad because the past couple weeks he's been hearing it a lot from Big Blue Nation.
Yeah.
I'm glad he had a game like this, an all-time classic game, and man, I'm so happy for Otega. I just know he's all smiles right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Has to be.
Oh, he's happy, man. And it's all in fun. I know he got a lot of friends, a lot of old teammates and like stuff like that. People in the community know him from being there for 2 years and everything. I hate to throw up negative comments, but I will. I will. I hate it, but I will because I tell everybody all the time that everybody's comments are welcome here, and I'm not going to push people away. OU is a bubble team, and we can't guard them. Y'all tripping, think Auburn won't pick us apart. I mean, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
OU's going to be one of the best bubble teams in the tournament. I'm sorry, man. They're in the SEC, so everyone's good in the SEC. Like you could take South Carolina and throw them over in the Big East, and I bet they run things. That's just how it is.
Yeah. I think somebody commented, yeah, we did get out rebounded by 3 rebounds tonight, but we stood our ground. A lot of them was just us not even hustling to get to the ball.
People make the negative comments as far as what Kentucky can't do, what Kentucky
they never say the positive. Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Nobody in the United States of these Americas thought Georgia was going to beat Florida.
No. Yeah.
Am I lying?
Hey, when I saw the 2.5 point spread of Kentucky winning this game, I said this will be a hard game for Kentucky to win at Oklahoma. They was going to come out and give everything they did. I mean, when we got up pretty good, I was like, well, maybe we'll make a run and just keep on. I knew that they was going to come back. Oklahoma has a good team, and they're fighting to be on that bubble team. So,
absolutely. So when you behind this microphone and when you up here and you just give me your honest opinion, not perfect opinion, not probably the right opinion. You have two choices. You can try your best to be positive because that's just who you are as a person, or you have the option of just nitpicking and finding a lot of things wrong. And I do find things wrong because otherwise I wouldn't be genuine about my opinion. My thing with playing Auburn, and I'm not downplaying who Auburn is at all, and I agree with Jimmy said it. I think Jimmy said it, is that they beat them by a lot tonight. So maybe they're not going to come in here as angry as if they would have just lost when they lost to Florida. Or like Alabama played against us when they lost to Missouri. But the
Yeah.
thing about playing Auburn is it's those games and situations like that is when the guys just tend to find something within them that rises up to that occasion. A lot of times people can play down to their opponents. And sometimes it takes a big game like an Auburn game to blow yourself away. I don't think when we had our team assembled this year, I don't think anybody watching this, I don't think anybody had Kentucky sweeping Tennessee this year. I don't think so. I don't think when we assembled our team together, not many people says we're going to go beat Duke and we're going to beat Gonzaga this year. I don't think anybody said that. So I, for myself, is saying, I say let's wait to the game and let's see what happens. You never know how the ball bounces for that particular day. It can go anywhere. We at home playing. We have nothing to lose. Everything's on Auburn. These guys got a number one on their chest. We don't. We already going to the tournament. Let's just go out and let's play it in Rupp Arena against electrified 20,000 folks, and let's just see what happens. Flip the coin, tip the ball up, and let's see what happens. And that's the way that I try to think on this show is that we just have to continue to just be positive. Otherwise, you would just go crazy.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's Kentucky basketball. You got to win. You got to play to win. And like you said, who knows how the ball is going to bounce. Also, a lot like how football is a game of inches, basketball is a game of matchups.
Yes.
And who knows, man? Who knows? Pope might find something that he elects to exploit, and Auburn may not have an answer for it. I mean, look. How many years have we seen Bruce Pearl in the SEC? We know the guy's not a perfect coach. I'm not saying he's a I'm not saying he's a bad coach.
No.
I mean, but he's not perfect. And I mean, it's not like we're talking about the Nick Saban of basketball here.
Yes.
I mean,
I agree.
I mean, we can win the ball game. We
can win it. And I just choose. Well, if we would have lost this ball game tonight, I would have been the first one that says a lot of things but for my opinion from the ball game. Let's just be real. Let me clear that and let me make sure that people know that I'm not a perfect guy. But when we get a chance to go on the road in the SEC and find a way to win, do you think Vandy from beating Texas A&M tonight? Do you think their fan base is saying, well, we can't guard nobody? Well, we can't do this. No. Vandy fans are saying, yes, we won the ball game. And now I know that Kentucky is not Vandy. I understand all that. My point is, my Wildcats, your Wildcats, our Wildcats won tonight. I'm just freaking happy. And I'm gonna celebrate tonight, and then tomorrow we can focus all of our attention on what do we need to do to beat to slow down Auburn and possibly having a chance to beat those guys. And that's just how my show operates. But I appreciate everybody, and I love the comments as well too. I believe at least has to play for us to beat Auburn, and hopefully Robinson plays too. I agree too. We need both them guys to play, man. We need Butler and Robinson to play. But that's a good thing about this show, fellas, is that people get to put their comments and even if it's something negative, I want people to be heard. You know what I'm saying? I want people to have a voice.
Well, I see some negativity saying Alabama. Auburn is definitely going to take advantage of our defense.
Well,
that could be a possibility, but they don't know that if Kentucky comes out on fire and hits 13 threes in the first half, that it negates that. Everybody thinks that Auburn's going to come in here and just dominate us and beat us by 35 on our home court in Rupp Arena.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to happen.
Hey, Clint Smith, I agree with you as well too. It's not a negative; it's the truth. I agree that maybe our defense wasn't the best. That our defense still has a lot of flaws, and that Auburn may pick us apart. But let's be real. On any given night, on any given arena, anything is possible. Because if you think Florida thought they was gonna walk into Georgia and leave with a W, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So It's just, that's why you even Vandy Chris. When I talk to Vandy Chris, well, he's a numbers guy, and Vandy Chris is always throwing out numbers to me. And you know what I tell Vandy Chris? I don't argue with him. You know what I tell him? Let's just meet it. Let's lace up our shoes.
Yeah.
Let's meet at center court. Let's tip it off, and let's see what happens. That's it. And let's just see who's the better guy for that day. You know what I'm saying? What was our record last year with an anchor team and with a coaching staff for past 15 years? I have to go back and look at it. Our record last year, I think, was what? Because we won, 20? What, like 20 something? We won like, 22 games last year, I think it was? 22, 23 games last year. If you were able, if we're able to beat number one, it would be a big feather in Pope's cap. Absolutely. I mean, it'll be, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, and don't think, look, I mean, when you get a chance, it's just like, it's no different than when teams play Kentucky. Kentucky's playing a number one team in the nation. You don't think they want to beat the number one team in the nation? Like, of course they want to. Do you think guys just tend to just play a little bit better in situations like this? Absolutely. I mean, do I think our defense is going to drastically change between the night and Saturday? Probably not. But do I think people play out of their minds in big situations? And I think that's what we're going to see out of our Cats come Saturday as well too. But tonight, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just saw they were saying that the fans, someone threw a beer can at Kentucky players and they left the court, nearly hitting Brandon Garrison in the head. You don't know that these fans want to beat Kentucky so bad that and they'll stoop to the lows of throwing beer cans. I mean, these guys are just basketball players. It ain't like that you. I mean, if you got money bet on them, that's your fault.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, come on.
It just is. So
finishing up with the Auburn thought really fast.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I just want to throw this out there. Auburn beat Texas by 5. Auburn beat South Carolina by 3. Auburn only beat Georgia by 2. They only beat Tennessee by 2. Let's keep going. The first time they played Ole Miss, they only beat them by 10. Of course, they beat them by 30 and some packing peanuts tonight. They only beat Arkansas by 7. They lost to Florida.
Yeah.
And my point in all this is that it's the SEC. You can win or lose any given night.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'll say. So I mean, of course, our defense needs to get better. It does. But
nobody's denying that.
Yeah, but like you said though, man, we're in a good spot right now. If we lost this game, we would not be in a good spot right now. We would be like, man, Auburn's gonna come in here and just so. Yeah.
Well, let's move Kentucky to the ACC and how good our defense would be right now.
It is what it is.
And then go ahead and we could talk about it, but our defense would be probably in the top 3 in the nation playing against the ACC schools right now, and we already beat the 2 top teams.
Yeah, and this right here will be our defense. Poop. It'd be poop. Yeah, it'd probably be green too. It'd be that bad. But I'm just last year we ended 23-10. Okay, 13-5 in the SEC. Okay, so Coach Pope got time.
Yeah, I mean, we're right now we're 19-9.
Yeah,
we're going to get to 20 wins.
Yeah,
we're probably going to get to 21 wins. I believe this Auburn game is a game that we are going to win this game. And then LSU Missouri game, I would love to have the 3-0 with Auburn, LSU, and then Missouri. We can just wish and hope.
That would be nice. I would say for sure. Absolutely.
Hey.
So yeah.
Hey, not to jinx anything, but a while back we did make some predictions on how we was going to do at home in our last 4 games.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm 3-0 right now.
Really?
I, I'm
Yeah.
not, I wasn't too far off on what mine was either.
Yep.
Yeah, that's correct. And
Yeah,
I hope we can pull this one out. This win will be so sweet
It would be
this
good.
weekend, man.
Yeah.
It would be so sweet. Oh,
Uh,
yeah,
uh,
two home games and then one away game. All we have to do is buckle down, win this game
yeah.
against Auburn.
So I got a question for William Shono. I'll probably butcher his name completely, so my apologies for that. Williams, how do you react if Kentucky beats Auburn on Saturday? Like, what's your reaction? Are you surprised? Are you shocked? Will you celebrate? Will you say it's a fluke? Like, do you have any? I mean, have you? Basically, I'm asking is, have you already written this game off as a guarantee in your mind, 100% loss? Because I'm just curious because your comments are basically saying I've already looked past the Auburn game and I've already put a pen to the paper and said this is a guaranteed loss. Is that your mindset right now? And I mean, and you're entitled to whatever you feel. I'm just curious. Well. I mean, I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying? But and I understand. Look, I get it. You're probably just speaking facts. You're definitely speaking the way that you feel, which is okay. But I'm just like, I want to see, or I would like to see something leaning towards I just believe in my cats. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. I remember 90% on your Q8 show said they would call this year a huge success if we could end up 23-10. I'm proud of our cats and fan base. This is a pickup team that's still gelling. And the reason why I say still gelling, David, is because we've only played 7 games completely as a team. So we're almost,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We're 1 week away from being done with the regular season. And we haven't even played with the whole team all year. And we just got 2 of our great guys back tonight. And one of them didn't even play a lot because he got hurt again or he aggravated his hand again. So, we just got to show up at Kentucky beating Auburn by 100. I'm okay with that too, Big Blue. I'm okay with that. So right now it says that Auburn has a 64% chance of beating Kentucky. Kentucky only has a 36% chance of winning. I mean that's the odds. The country says there's no
odds.
Yeah. The country says that Kentucky's not beating Auburn. The country said Georgia's not beating Florida.
Exactly.
Country, you know what I'm saying? The country said majority that Vandy's not going to go down to Texas A&M and get a win. That's just how it works. Michigan State, they only won because they hit a half. Because they hit a half court shot today.
It was over a half court shot. It was tied up, and they got lucky to win that game.
Yeah, so I mean, it's you just got to go out and you just got to see what the game holds for that particular night. And and if you win, you root for them. If they lose, what went wrong, and how do we right the ship again? And that's pretty much game in and game out of what we do. We do it right here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show as well. So hey, well guys, I appreciate it, man. We got the win tonight, and I'm happy. Me and Jimmy will be putting out at least a video here soon as well too on recruiting. So definitely pay attention to that. If you haven't went over yet and hit the subscribe button, I checked out Kentucky Live with 21 Crump. Please go do that. His show is growing. I'm a little jealous. His show is growing fast. His 21 show is growing fast, and I'm picking his brain on what can I do better. We play up to good competition.
All it simply is it's just we're all working together, man. And that's what I'll say. I said a little earlier in the show, one team, one fight. We're all one big happy family over here.
Absolutely. Yeah. One more comment. B99, appreciate this. Duke at 85% chance to beat UK, and Gonzaga had an 80% chance to beat UK.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I think UK won both of those. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, because I've been wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to bet my hat on it that UK won both of those games when they only had 15 and 20% chances of winning.
Well,
ball
I
games.
wonder what our
Yeah.
percentage chances of beating Tennessee at Tennessee.
And we had players hurt for that ball game.
And we had players hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, and we
only have one quad one loss this year too so far, right?
What is
I
it?
believe
Alabama.
Alabama.
Two.
Yeah.
Then,
Two. We got two.
Because Ohio State's not a quad one loss.
No.
I don't think, and I don't think Clemson is Clemson. They're not a quad one loss, are they?
At that point in time, they were not a quad one.
Okay, so that's what I'm going by as well too. Brett says I need. Let me throw that up right here on the screen. And I know it's late on the East Coast as well. Let me see. Where's Brent at? Right here. He says, I need Amari to step up his defense around the rim. Drives me nuts. Broom might have a field day against him. I think he could. I mean, but look, here's the thing though. Like here's the thing. Broom has this day against everybody. So it's he's not gonna come in here and just not have a good game. He has a good game against everybody. But I think Amari, trust me, if you don't think that these guys know what's going on with Auburn, if you don't think that these guys know how good Auburn is, they're gonna come to play. And as long as Amari is not in foul trouble, he's gonna help us win. He's gonna help us play that ball game at a high level. You watch and see what I say. Yeah, because Brome, he takes the ball up to court, and Amari takes the ball up to court. That's going to be a good matchup. It really is. And Garrison's going to have to step up and have a very good game too as well. He's going to have to produce another game like he did tonight because we're going to need everybody, all hands on deck, and we're going to need to get it done. And that's a fact for sure.
5v5.
That's it. Tip the ball off and let's see what happens. Our crowd can help our guys, give our guys the energy. Auburn's not going to be at home playing. Bless you, Jimmy.
All right. Thank you.
The country said Kentucky not beating Tennessee twice, Duke, Florida, Gonzaga, and so on. We beating Auburn 83-81. That right there would be a very big game if we can actually do that for sure. Williams is the best passing big man in the country. He's no way Broom is lazy. Broom's not lazy. That dude produces every ball game. Broom, he shows up every single ball game. He shows up. I promise you, that dude shows up big time. So I think Amari's going to be ready as well too. And we just got to go out there, man. We just got to play ball. That's for sure. So hey guys, I thank you guys for joining me tonight on the Loyal BBN Fan Show. 21, Jimmy. You guys always rock. So I wasn't supposed to do the show tonight because I got home. 21 was actually going to be doing the show, but since I got off, he asked me if I would still be on. So I said, okay. I was going to take the night off, 21, just so you know.
Oh, my bad.
I was going to take the night off. But that's okay, though. I know that you've been doing shows for, saying tonight, too, as well. So I know how it feels to have to be be sitting in front of this computer for a long time. So definitely I wanted to jump on and everything. But look, thank you guys for jumping on so much. I really appreciate it. As 21 says, please, on your way out, wash your hands and please hit the like button if you haven't already. It takes 1 second. It will mean a lot to me as well. Thank you too, Ace. Thank all you guys as well. Thank all you guys, Tim, B99, James Poole, C. Wiggs, Kentucky Wind, Clint Smith.
Hey, William too.
William, everybody. And and William is also, I didn't see his name up right on the side of my screen.
Yeah.
But I was Williams is a lottery pick. But I hope so.
85-80, James Poole says Kentucky's going to win that game. So
I'm okay with that.
I'm all right with that.
I'm all right with that. So, guys, until next time, I'm Big Mike. I'm with 21. I'm with Jimmy. Here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. And until next time, Go Cats.